Okay, so I am making this video on October 29th. It is 10:15 p.m. in the afternoon. And Ghost of Yotei it comes out October 2nd, so approximately 3 days from release of Ghost of Yotei. And I really just wanted to make this video, this quick video, to talk about my anticipation for this game and how I'm feeling about the game and everything. And I'm definitely excited to play it, and I'm definitely excited to experience a new AAA PlayStation exclusive game. I have pre-ordered the game, and before you freaking criticize me for pre-ordering video games, I understand that, like, obviously you shouldn't pre-order every single video game that you see, obviously, because, you know, that leads to freaking buying or pre-ordering games and being disappointed by them just because you pre-order them. But I don't know, when I pre-order games, and this is a side tangent, but when I pre-order, like, if I'm gonna pre-order a game, that is strictly only because I know I'm going to buy the game regardless of whether I pre-order it or if I don't. Like, I'm gonna buy the game regardless. So, like, if it's like a highly anticipated game, then, like, yeah, I'm gonna pre-order it. Like, freaking GTA 6, like, whenever those pre-orders go available, I'm going to be the first one to pre-order it. Wolverine, same with that game. So really with any game that I'm highly anticipating, I am probably going to pre-order it. And I usually pre-order like single player games. Like I've never pre-ordered like a multiplayer or like a live service game or anything like that before. So I don't know. But yeah, getting back to Ghost of Yotei, I am definitely excited for this game, and I wanted to make this video just talking about, is the game going to be good? Am I going to enjoy this game? Because I do plan on making a review for this game when I'm done with it. I want to talk about it, give my honest opinions and thoughts on it and everything. And before I do like a full review, like I do want to do a video just talking about my first couple of hours with the game. So like I do want to play like a couple of hours of the game and then just like make a video talking about, you know, my first impressions or my first couple of hours with the game and everything. So I want to do that as well. But yeah, I don't know, I've just had this like idea floating in my head, or this thought floating on my head of like, is this game going to be good? You know, obviously I want it to be good, and I've been kind of staying away from reviews. Like I haven't really been like, you know, watching actual reviews of like people's thoughts and opinions, but from the maybe one or two reviews that I've seen, or like I've seen people give like scores for the game. I think IGN gave this game an 8 out of 10, which is pretty good. I don't know. I was honestly, with this type of game, I want to go in and experience it for myself, and I don't want to be, I guess, I don't know if the word is biased or going in with already going in with thoughts and opinions already in my head before actually experiencing it for myself. So that's another thing that I try to do when I'm, you know, gonna play like a really anticipated game. Like I just don't, you know, watch reviews or anything like that. But yeah, I getting back to like, if I think the game is going to be good, I want it to be good. I remember playing Ghost of Tsushima back in like 2020 and playing through that game and really enjoying that game. I think the main thing I remember from that game is being just, I really enjoyed being in the world of Ghost of Tsushima and like being in feudal Japan and like taking in the environments that you would like see, like that were in that game and everything, and like the vibe of it and like the feelings of it, and like obviously the gameplay was super fun, you know, freaking playing as Jin Sakai and you know, with this freaking samurai sword and everything, and like taking out Mongols and everything, and the freaking 1v1 duels that you would have in the game as well were also super fun. And the fact that like when you would like come up to like a group of enemies, you could like do like a freaking I don't know what you call it, but like when you like you're coming up to an enemy and like you're about to sheath your sword, and you see who's gonna make the move first, and then like, you gotta time it right, and like when you get it like perfectly timed right, it's so like satisfying. Just like moments like that, obviously, and also the music I really enjoyed in that game as well. In the story, I enjoyed the story and the kind of just like the themes of like honor and like what you're willing to do to protect your people. Like, are you willing to break, you know, your morale, or are you willing to like, you know, disregard your, I guess, morality, if that's what you want to call it, to, you know, protect the people that you love, basically, and that, you know, can make things worse for you, despite you actually trying to, you know, protect the people you love. But with this game in particular, with Ghost of Yotei, it's, you know, it's gonna be different. This one is, you know, it has a new protagonist. It's in a new, well, it's still in Japan, but I think it's in a different area of Japan, and it's like set like, I think 100 to 200 years after Ghost of Tsushima, so there's gonna be little to no connection to Jin Sakai or anything like that. And I'm like not against there being like a new protagonist and everything. I'm definitely interested to see where they take this new character and the story that they, you know, do. I don't know if, you know, because what I've heard of the story so far, you know, you're going out and you're basically taking revenge on like a bunch of people who murdered your family, I believe. And that is a very, you know, simple, you know, plot or simple concept. Obviously, you've seen that done before. I mean, you've seen it with the freaking Last of Us Part 2, with that concept been being done before. So I'm really interested to see what they do different in terms of, you know, that concept. Is it just gonna be, you know, pretty simple, or is it, are they gonna actually try to do more with it or say more with like that whole plot or idea? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just excited to explore this game. And you know, I've been hearing that, you know, the people who made Ghost of Tsushima, you know, Sucker Punch, you know, have been taking in, you know, criticisms from like the open world from the first game, and how like it felt like almost at times like checkmarky, where like you're just checking off things that you're doing in the world, and it didn't really feel like you were exploring the world. And I can understand that. I did kind of feel that way with the first game, even though I did enjoy exploring, you know, and doing side missions and doing stuff like that in the first game. I can understand how, like, you know, it could get kind of repetitive doing the same thing of like finding the freaking fox hideout, or like whatever you had to do in that game, or like whatever the side missions. So yeah, I'm definitely happy that they actually took in criticisms and like are actually trying to, you know, do better with the open world for the second game. And with the second game, I heard it's obviously it's going to be more, you're just, you know, you see a place and then you just go to it. Like there is no like, you know, well, I guess there is going to be a map in the game, but like you're just exploring around the area, and you're not really like thinking about, you know, quest markers or anything like that, I guess, in particular. I could be wrong, but yeah. So yeah, with that, I'm definitely interested to see what they do with the open world section. In terms of the gameplay, obviously this game is way more I guess I mean, I don't even want to say complex. Well, yeah, in terms of like the actual weapons that you get, you're gonna have a lot more weapons. You're gonna have, you know, and not only are you gonna have like katanas, you're gonna have dual wielding katanas. You're gonna have a gun. Like I'm pretty sure you get like a gun in this game eventually. I'm trying to think of the other weapons that you get like a giant like katana in this game as well. Some of the like. Just like the way this game is structured in terms of like the combat is kind of feels like, and I could like this could be a dumb like comparison, but like it kind of reminds me of like Jedi or particularly Jedi Survivor, that game in particular, with like the different lightsaber abilities. Like you would have like the dual lightsabers, and then you would have like this heavy lightsaber, which was basically like the Kylo Ren lightsaber, and then you would have, I think you had the dual bladed, and you had like the double lightsabers or like whatever, and I think you had obviously you had the single bladed lightsaber, but like it definitely reminds me of that combat of like switching between those two, or switching between those different types of like, I guess, I don't want to say stances, because in the first game you had like different stances, like you had the water stance, you had like I think one was called like the stone stance, or like the, I don't know. But with this game you're just getting different types of weapons in this game, so I'm definitely excited to see what they do with the, you know, gameplay and everything. I'm just really excited. I am excited for Ghost of Yotei. I'm definitely intrigued most to see if the story will be good. Hopefully the story is good. I really enjoyed the story in the first one, so hopefully the story in this one can be really good as well. And yeah, man. That's basically all I wanted to talk about in this video. In the comments down below, are you guys excited for Ghost of Yotei, or are you not? Leave all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. And yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. So yeah, bye.